welcome back to the channel. Now, as we all know, Manchester City, they're facing 115 charges from the Premier League. Apparently, it's 129, but okay, for the sake of argument, we're going to say 115 charges that we know about from the Premier League. Now, the hearing is set to begin on Monday, and I've been going through the YouTube spaces, watching, seeing what's going on, and I can tell you now, the Manchester City fans are in meltdown. You know what I mean? They're in absolute meltdown. I was just watching a channel just now, and it's one of the channel that speak about every other club. They go on all sorts of shows and they call every other club name. They call Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool the Red Cartel, and how the Red Cartel is trying to stop City and this, that. Anyways, that's by the by. Now, they are saying what these guys are trying to say is that Manchester City are totally innocent of all these charges, and like the owners of Manchester City have said, yeah, that they are innocent. Okay, you're innocent till you're proven guilty, right? That's why we've got the hearing, and that's why they're gonna deal with in with a 3 panel independent adjudicator, if you like. Yeah, okay, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know the jargon and all that sort of stuff. So okay, layman's term, 3 people are gonna decide. Yeah, the QCs, so they're basically the judges, high profile judges, QC. They're gonna decide whether Manchester City are guilty or not. But my question to you is, if Manchester City have got the evidence that they say, irrefutable evidence that they've got to prove that they're innocent, my question is, why go through all of this for 5 years? Why not just cooperate with the Premier League and just open the books, show them the books, and just says, right, there you go. All right, you tried to accuse us. Here's the books. This is what we've got. Yeah, we're totally innocent. Everything match up, and Bob's your uncle. There'll be none of this. But apparently, I think it's 33 of the charges is for non-cooperation. So that means they've not been cooperating with the Premier League. Now, if my thing is, if you join an organization, you sign the document to join the Premier League. You sign that, okay, the rules, you're going to obey by the rules. And one of the main rules are compliance with the Premier League. Now, this is the only club that have been non-compliant when the Premier League comes around and says, okay, open your books. We've seen it. Everton last year. We've seen Forest last year. We've seen Leicester this year, even though they got away on a technicality. It's not that they're not guilty, but they got away on a technicality. But anyways, that's Leicester. That's a different story. If you're not guilty of anything, my question is, why not just open the books, show the books, say, look, this is it, everything's clean, all is above board, we've done nothing wrong, you know what I mean? Bob's your uncle, everything goes away. Now, they refuse to do that. This investigation has been going on for 5 years, so it's not like something that just comes up yesterday out the blue. It's a 5-year investigation, and the Premier League says, right, look, 30 out of these charges is for non-compliant. So that means you just refuse to show the books, because why? You're Manchester City, you're the big bad city, and you can do what you want. You know what I mean? Running ring shots around the Premier League. The Premier League is the 20 clubs. For those who don't know, the Premier League is the 20 clubs that play in that league. Yeah. So when they're doing all this, they're doing it to themselves, because apparently some of the compensation that the Premier League has to pay for lawyers and stuff. City's money is a part of that, because they're a part of the Premier League. So if you're part of the Premier League, right, you've done nothing wrong, just open your books and just show it. It's simple. It's like if I get accused of committing a crime, yeah, and I can prove that, okay, yes, on the day, on the time that you said I committed that crime, I've got evidence to prove otherwise, that I wasn't there. If I've got the evidence, all I have to do is just go, okay, there you go. There's my evidence. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Bob's your uncle. You can't arrest me. I can't go to prison because I can prove irrefutably that that I wasn't there and it wasn't me. Now, it creates doubt. What I'm trying to say is it creates doubt in people's mind. The fact that Manchester City haven't cooperate with the Premier League. And they can say all they want, and the fans can say, "Oh yeah, we don't have to." Yeah, no, you don't have to. That's why it's at this stage where it's at now because you didn't want to. It's you know what I mean. It's a matter of principle. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. You've got all the money in the world. Well, Newcastle's richer now. You've got all the money in the world, right? And you think because you've got all the money in the world, you can do what you want. Now, if someone accused me of something and I know that I'm not guilty of it, I'm just going to show them the evidence. It's just simple. Just show the evidence. None of this would have to go through all of this. It didn't have to take 7 years, yeah, on top of whatever the next 10 weeks that people have to be going over. This is costing them something like what 6, 7, 8 grand an hour to pay lawyers to go over all of this. You know what I mean? So refuse to show the books, refuse to show anything, refuse to show your evidence, and you're paying lawyers. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to prove? That okay, no one can stop you. Now I'm not saying that they're cheaters, yeah. And this is not me saying that they're cheaters or they're cheated. What I'm saying is they've been charged 115 times. No, that is not something that's normal. And another thing that I want to say is if you if you're running an organization, you tell me an organization in this world that um that can survive 115 charges of any note. If you're running an organization and you've been charged 115 times for anything, you can't then turn around and says, "Oh, you're running a perfect organization." If you can't prove that your organization is on top of things, if everything that you're doing is above board, and it's simple. Open the books. You don't need to go through all of this. You don't need all this, back and forth and court and suing this and suing that. Because when you sue the Premier League, you're basically suing yourself because you are a part of the Premier League. This is what people are not getting in all of this. Manchester City are a part of the Premier League. So if you sue the Premier League, it's not like you're suing a separate organization. You are suing yourself, the organization that you are a part of. You know what I mean? You're a member. Yeah, until you get relegated, or if you decide to not play in that league anymore, you are a part of that league, and all you have to do is just open the books and decide, oh no, we're not going to show the books because we're a big bad city. And then the fans are going on like, oh, why should we show the books? You should show the books if you're innocent. It's just simple. It's not rocket science. It's not like we're saying that okay, you've got something to hide and you don't. You were making it out that you've got something to hide by not showing the books. You know what I mean? You just show up. Just say, right, look, there you go. There's the books. You know, cooperation. And the world runs smooth. If a bank, if a bank is being investigated for 5 years and the charges come, not that banks, what they do, sometimes. If a bank is running, if a bank is being charged 115 times or something. They can't say, no, we're not showing you the books and we take it. They have to because the rules said that they have to. But anyways, that's a separate thing because that would be um, legal. This is a civil matter. This is not something that needs to go in front of a judge. It's a civil matter. Yeah? Because it's the league, it's City in the league that they play in. There you go, civil matter. So, just show the books, plain and simple. Everyone would shut up, we'll all go away, you know what I mean? And we will all get off your backs. But the fact that you have been, you know, just trying to shy away from this, dragging it out and dragging it out and dragging it out, this is telling me that you are trying to just make this go away by just dragging it out for as long as possible. Or you want to punish the other 19 teams that are in this league by just dragging it out, because the more you drag it out, the more the league has to pay out, yeah, for lawyer fees and for to pay barristers and stuff. So yeah, it's just simple. Just show the books. It's simple. And the fans are having a meltdown saying, oh, everyone hates City. We don't hate Manchester City. I can guarantee you now, if you'd showed the books and everything was proven 3, 4, 5 years ago when the investigation started, none of this, no one would be saying anything. No one would be looking at you in no funny way as Manchester City fans. You know what I mean? We would just say, okay, well, yeah, there was an investigation, whatever, this, that, that. Look how many times Manchester United has been dragged into court. Look how many times other clubs have been dragged into court. Everton has been dragged into court into hearings last season, and they prove that they're guilty. Okay, some of it they have reported that, you know what, yeah, we know we breached, so there you go, just lessen the punishment if you can, and just give us a helping hand. And the Premier League definitely gave them a helping hand, because it should have been 10 points originally, and it reduced to 6. It's just simple. I know you're crying and screaming, and the fans going off saying, "Oh, everyone hates us," and this, that, that. No one hates you. Yeah, what we don't like is, we don't like the way that your club, your board is going about things. If they were going about things in the right way, in the right manner, and just cooperate with the proceedings like every other team, if the other 19 teams would have to cooperate in some way, some shape or form, and to get this resolved as soon and as best as possible. It's been dragging out now for probably what, the better part of 6 going into 7 years. You're saying you've got irrefutable evidence. Show it. That's all I'm saying. Show the evidence. Show the proof. You're innocent. And I hold my hand up and I'll say, right, listen. And if anyone say anything to me about it, I'd say, listen, they're innocent. There's nothing we can do about it. They're innocent. It's just dead simple. Show us the evidence. That's it from me. Bye bye.